This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by Lcat.
About to bring gold back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
And how sweet it is! A state gold medal for the Union Scotties!
And the Mechanic Lancers are your 2A softball champions. The trophy lifted high.
The 10th-seed Union Scotties are WPI.
Yeah, the most tempo this team has is whenever they do the Rose Bowl parade shift-style movements before the snap. I mean, you look at it, they're lining up, it looks like it's just the most ugly formation in the world. And then they go into their slot T formation and they quickly snap so they can get you thinking about what is this, and then suddenly you
the
have to
top
watch
local
Devin
athletes
or Tyler
and the top
Blisco
sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Expects to be in this situation. They thought going into the season they were a playoff team. Burl, okay, they backdoor in their 4 and 6 third straight year. For anybody who wants to say, well, why did Sean Leota change the offense?
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports.
I mean, when you put it that
Your
way,
voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to the castle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Whenever he's shown the ability to pass, he's been pretty good at it, especially the last 2 weeks. He has 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. So when they pass, they've been fine. But obviously, it's Mohawk. I mean, you hear about what happened last year. They managed to just wipe that away, made it to playoffs last year. And this year, it's a breath of fresh air. I think it's more on them because when you take a look at the pieces they have around it, this is an opportunity for at least a WPIL semifinals.
Let's take a listen to tonight's national anthem, brought to you here tonight by the Mohawk Marching Band.
Special events at the club. Great Veterans Day activities going on next weekend. Shows during the week of Thanksgiving and much more. Give them a call at 724-658-9390 for more information. We're going crazy here, Tim. We're trying to get everything up and underway. 3 games on the docket for us tonight, 4 in the county overall, and this one of the big ones. The only game not being played at a home field. Union choosing to move off the grass to the turf here at Taggart Stadium.
Yeah, it's going to be a fast track. There's no question about it. Anytime you get off that natural field and get it onto the artificial track, it is going to change the game. Obviously, the kicking game is going to become more important if you get something on the ground and the ball can travel farther. And it'll be interesting to see how that all affects tonight's ball game. There's a lot of things in play here, but I think it's actually kind of an advantage with some of the speed that Union has really to showcase here tonight.
Now, one of the coaches that went against the Union Scotties last year.
National anthem by the Mohawk Marching Band. Tonight's out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by the Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. Why drive when you can relax and ride? Daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County. Visit newcastletransit.org for more information and route schedules. And remember, senior citizens ride for free with gas prices on the rise. Save money on gas and let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, the Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. We'll take another timeout, and when we come back, we'll give you our keys to the game, give you the starting lineups, and get you set more for this Mohawk-Burl battle in 2A, the WPIL tournament. You're watching it and listening to it live on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by Lcat.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Medore and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP at your agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zeno-Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the Win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Wpial 2A playoffs on tap here tonight. Mohawk and Burl. This is the Washington Center Physical Therapy.
For more than 120 years,
let Norm Gabriel
people have
and the
been
staff
relying
at Washington
upon
Center
Mark
Physical
Hubble's
Therapy
AV
get you
preeminent
back
rating
on your feet.
to
Visit
select their
Washington
attorneys.
Center
If you're involved in a
Physical
workers'
Therapy or
compensation
Washington Center,
situation, you should do the
PT.com
same.
to schedule your appointment.
LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
WashingtonCNT.com. Let's look at tonight's starting lineups for both sides. We'll start first for Mohawk. No changes from a week ago, as they will start on their offensive line from left to right. Alex Chapman, Scooter McPherson, Jack Mays at center, Dylan Summey, and Brian Birchfield round out the five guys up front. Leighton Wagner will get the start at tight end. You know the receivers by now: Dante Retor, Bobby Fadden, Blake Logan, Joey Nail. Of course, Justin Boston in the backfield. They will be without Sam List again tonight. He is presumably done for the season with some type of leg, knee injury. He had a brace on last week. He is in street clothes again tonight, so we will not see him. But Justin Boston is healthy, and he's ready to go. And, of course, Jay Rona, the record-setting quarterback. Last 3 games, though, he has thrown 5 interceptions and just 4 touchdowns and 236 yards. So he's looking to get back on track in what will be his final game at this stadium as a member of the Mohawk football team. For Burl up front, defensive ends are Esau King-Buchak and Joey Guarini, Noah Love, and Jacob Wilson in the middle. Tyler McGlisco, and it's going to be A.J. Mitchell at the outside linebacker position. They will be without starter tonight, Christian Brancato, who is a late scratch, had a bit of an issue when he got off the bus here tonight, so he is unavailable to play. Talent newcomer.
Beautiful venue. I was talking
in the middle, and they switched their corners tonight as well. Trey Curry and Malik Buchak will get the start. Stevie Hassan, the quarterback, will go inside at safety along with Cooper Hornak to round out the starting 11 for Burl's defense. On the flip side, for Mohawk's defense, up front, Leighton Wagner and Jackson Chapman, they have been fantastic up front at those defensive end / outside linebacker spots. Chapman with 7 sacks. Wagner's got a tackle for loss and a sack, but they have brought tons of pressure, including Chapman this season. He's been fantastic at that spot. And you got Scooter McPherson and Alex Chapman in the middle. Justin Boston and Joey Nail start at the outside, and A.J. Verdi in the middle at linebacker. The corners, Bobby Fadden and Cash Stratton, the talented freshman, gets another start here tonight at corner, and Blake Logan and Dante Retort are your safeties. For Burl's offense, there are a lot of pieces to this offense, but up front, Luke Boylan, Noah Love, Aiden Kuhn, Joey Guarini, and Ryan Rusevich will get the start in the offensive line from left to right. Dylan Ridley is the tight end. Stevie Hassan under center. The junior at 5'10", completing only 35% of his passes. They don't ask him to do a whole lot. Fourth leading rusher on the team as well. He's only thrown for 3 touchdowns. And the most attempts he's had in a game this season, 17 against Amani Christian. Devin Beatty, Cooper Hornak, Tyler McGlisco, Trey Corey round out the starting offense for Burl. Burl comes into this game averaging only 19.5 points a game, but they run the ball for 213 a clip. 251 total yards. We've told you already. They don't care if they only get 2.5 yards of play. They just want to keep the ball in their hands, keep it moving. And ironically enough, Sean Leota said earlier this week, when there was all this talk about moving this game, he said, no, I want to play at Mohawk. I want to be on grass. He was looking around at the field earlier. He was like, hey, they haven't cut it much. We don't care. We like the way this looks. This feels pretty good to us. This is the kind of setting that he wanted his team to play in tonight.
He wants to play in a monsoon if he could. That would work out very well for his offense. But I want to talk about this. You mentioned that they are missing Christian Brancato. As someone who's seen him play twice this season, he was such a big part of their defense. He was around the ball everywhere. He was an AK Valley Player of the Week. He's so instrumental towards their defense. That's a tough loss before the game is even played.
Yeah, that's a big, and that's a late scratch too. So they're already without a bunch of guys on this defense. For this Burl team, they have, of course, documented last year they were without 4 guys when they went into the Neshannock playoff game last year. Tristan Brothers is an interesting study this season. He actually was their defensive MVP 2 seasons in a row, and he had torn his shoulder in the preseason at a camp at
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Maley Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet, but more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
After 2 shoulder surgeries, my doctor wanted me to go to his physical therapy, which was out of town, and I chose Washington Center Physical Therapy.
The availability is absolutely amazing. When we call to get an athlete in, we get them in the exact same day.
I see many patients preoperatively for orthopedic surgeries. Those patients who use Washington Center have the best outcomes.
The bottom line is Washington Center Physical Therapy is your best choice for physical therapy.
Call us at Washington Center Physical Therapy, serving the community for over 20 years.
And welcome back here to Taggart Stadium. This is your Washington Center Physical Therapy pregame show. When your doctor orders physical therapy, tell them that you have a choice to where to go. Choose Washington Center Physical Therapy, centrally located in downtown Newcastle. As James mentioned earlier in the pregame, it is time to announce our October winners for both the male and female athlete of the month. And
hey y'all, I'm Bugs Brown and I'm a business black bear.
I'm Maddie Gilman and I'm a business black bear.
I'm Kylie and I'm a business black bear.
Corners Bobby Fadden and Cash Stratton, the talented freshman, gets another start here tonight at corner, and Blake Logan and Dante Retort are your safeties for Burrell's offense.
Coming back from finishing 7th at the WPL Championships after breaking a bone in both her feet last season. So last year, so congratulations. And this again, is the 4th meeting Natalie Lappy for tonight's Female Athlete of the Month award from LGKG. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Braylon Thomas of Union Football for the October LGKG Male Athlete of the Month. Last week, Thomas became the first player in Lawrence County history and just the 16th in the WPIAL history to throw for 1,000 yards and run for 1,000 yards in the same regular season. So congratulations to Braylon Thomas on his award of the October LGKG Male Athlete of the Month, and congratulations to our October LCAP Team of the Month award. And the Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor the Mohawk Girls Cross Country Team as October's LCAP Team of the Month. The seniors went 45-0.
All 4 downs on offense. And their other MOs, they got to keep it close. They say they have to be within striking distance in the 4th quarter. But kind of an addendum to that, they've also got to capitalize when they're inside the 20. They were inside the 20 of Amani Christian 6 times and did not come away with points on any of those trips.
I can add you about 4 more against Steel Valley, but the one thing I also want to focus on, this is something that nobody really touched on with them. Last week against Apollo Ridge, they probably should have tied that game. They lost 37-33 in the second half. 2 failed 2-point conversions. They must capitalize PPIAL.
And the kicker for Burrell has only had 10 points, but you brought up a good point. They don't typically ball first, and this game is able to do the coin toss, which you'll see here in a minute. But Mohawk will be on defense first.
Figure out the ceremonial coin toss, because this one officially means nothing.
Yeah, this is just for the fans to see.
Yeah, absolutely. So real quick, we know about the speed of the Union Scotties coming in with a record of 8-2 overall, 5-1, second place out of the Big 7. Burgettstown, contrast and styles. They love to run the football, and it all starts with their quarterback as well.
Points.
But in a different fashion.
I mean, the
press box first football Friday in November.
Physicality. That's basically what
what Coach Truga talked about. We'll talk a lot about the team here throughout the course of the game, but when their running back went down early in the year, Kusher comes right to Coach and says, "Hey, Coach, I can handle a load. I can do it. Give me the ball." And he became more of a running threat. And I'll tell you what, at 6'2", 215 pounds, you don't want to be tackling him.
No, you don't.
Expect projects.
That's exactly
takes
what
the area with the
needed.
big M flag and the American flag. They will
to help this Blue Devils team
run through the banner right around the 20-yard line. Again, the final time these seniors.
And they deferred to the second half, so Union will get the ball first to start tonight's ball game as the Union Scotties take the field, as they'll be going left to right on your devices here tonight as you listen to tonight's game on lcsportsnet.com and watch it live on the NFHS network.
This is exactly what Union wants. They want to receive. They want to get their offense on the field immediately. But this is what happened against Southside, though, too. You got to keep an eye on that because of
field
the fact
conditions and their turf over at Taggart
they got 2
Field,
onside kicks
Taggart
to
Stadium
Southside to start the game, and you didn't get the ball first.
Newcastle fitting better for what they
see if they choose to try to take advantage of what they see.
Through that banner.
Looks like they're
appreciate you watching us tonight. If you are on the NFHS network, thanks for tuning in to the coverage here tonight. For those of you listening on the LC SportsNet website, we appreciate you coming in and listening to us tonight.
Lawrence
and a big
County,
thanks
it's
once
Colton
again to
County
the Sons
to
of
do
Italy,
the kicking, and they will
Lodge
kick
number
it away and just kick it out of
1171 for
bounds.
stepping up
Goes
tonight
out
to
of
help
bounds
us
about
out
the
with
37-yard
the
line.
audio
So we'll see
coverage.
here. Does Union take it
for
right there
their,
when out of
for their
bounds,
continued
or
support of
will
student
they
athletes.
elect for a
Follow them on
re-kick with,
Facebook, Sons
5
of Italy,
extra yards?
number 1171 for updates of special events at the club. Great Veterans Day activities going on next weekend, shows during the week of Thanksgiving, and much more. Call 724.
Hey, when you have Braylon Thomas and Mike
658-9390 for more information and to see what's coming up next at their club. Big thanks to them.
After the kickoff,
also audio coverage tonight for the Union game
there. After the kickoff,
as well.
we will take a look at
James
our
Dotson and
works in
crew
progress
over
keys to the game.
at Taggart Stadium,
We'll
not
get
too
that
far
after
away
the
from here for that one. So you have a couple
kickoff
options
back
here
to
tonight.
the 35-yard line,
Stick
as they
around
will mark it
for
off. So a kickoff out of
this
bounds
one.
before we're
However,
even underway.
tuning in
three
tonight.
games that we
Captains
have
for
going on here
Mohawk
tonight on the network.
It's going to be Alex Chapman, Brian Birchfield, Dante Retort, and AJ Verdi.
Redo of the kick now.
And for Burrell,
the wrong place.
looks like
they didn't back it up.
Newcomer.
They need to back that up 5 yards. There's the official saying, wait a second. Back it up another 5. You can't do it over.
Newcomer,
Newcomer Hornack.
Hey, can't hurt to try, right?
Did not get our officiating crew, did not get our men in stripes, so apologies
Tyler
for that.
McGlisco
We've got a couple fun names on this Burgettstown team. Not only do you have a Colton County, but you also have an Aiden State. So you have a county, you have a state.
Is going to receive
all you're missing is a city and a region. You basically got the bingo card
out on the field first here tonight.
So here we go. We'll try it again here from Burgettstown as another run up, another line drive kick, another one out of bounds. Why not take it 5 more yards, Tim?
The county tonight with all the teams in the Wpial playoffs
right now with the ball going out of bounds.
Everything tonight.
So
we'll get on to the quarterfinals next week.
From the end zone, they take it here, or they.
So they should get it from the 40. No, make them re-kick.
I say, yeah. Kick them back from the 30.
Well, let's look at the keys to the game real quick while they back it up then. Your keys to the game brought to you by Works in Progress Paint Services. Taking a look at those keys to the game.
Right around this time
for
now,
Burgettstown,
so the winner
it's limit the big plays, which you see already they're trying
the other
to
part
do.
of the brackets.
Shock and awe. We'll talk about that with the special teams with
Wpial Valley got a bye as the number
sure.
1 seed.
He's got touchdowns in all facets, kick return,
Catholic
punt return, reception, running the ball, everything. For Union, use their big guys. Braylon all day. And how about Guns
Beavers.
Blazing?
So we're about the red
because
numerals
more than anything, how about this?
and the white
One
trim.
touch
Burl
against
in their
Southside.
dark navy pants, white uniforms, navy numbers with the Tar Heel blue trim.
On offense is going to be key.
He did have shiny chrome Tar Heel blue
headdress, very
picks
nice
against Summit Academy last week, but I think more than anything too, you're just looking to get
ready
the ball
to go
into
here
his hands
from
more often.
Mike
Mohawk
has to be an integral part of the offense. I mean, you have such a leader and a distributor in Braylon Thomas that you have to get some of your other players involved just to take
high
some
school, the
pressure off
Wpial
the
tournament,
Thomas.
high end over end
And
kick,
we've
sails
seen
into the
Mike
end zone,
dominate at
and
times
Burrow
when he's had the ball in his hand.
And now a line drive right up the middle. It's going to be taken on a run at the 25-yard line by Mike Gunn. So he gets it into special teams. Already the 45-yard line and close to midfield. So there's your extra 9 yards with the kick.
So
and Ashley
extra about
possibly in the
14
receiving
total
game.
from where it was originally going to be spotted.
So Hassan will
Those
lead the
keys to the game, again, brought to you by Works in Progress Paint Services. Call Joe Wright to at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next painting project. Your door and concrete starting lineup: Braylon Thomas, again, 1,000 yards passing and rushing on the year. Mike Gunn, Andrew Cartwright will be the mainstays in the backfield. In fact, they're both in there here on first down. Dane Jonke, Grayson Blakely, Andrew Gettings, each 20-plus catches on the year.
And again, this
are
is
the
going to be a
receivers.
very
Jamel Mitchell, Robert McCurdy, Denon Bowen, Jordan Brown, and Dan Macabia are on the line from left to right, and they go 5 wide.
Anywhere
snap.
between.
Thomas able to corral it, though, goes left
The only
side.
time they
He's hit
truly
out of
go
bounds
outside is with
after a
the
short gain by Ryan Murray.
Yeah, they've strung that out well. Got to give the Blue
jet
Devils
sweeps.
credit. They got good pursuit
Lisco
on
had
that
to
ball,
carry that.
and
If you're watching,
prevented
you'll
him
see
from
them.
getting to the edge and really turning it up, pursued left and right, and stay with some of the speed that Union will distribute here tonight.
Sugar huddle, you'll see them get to the line
Two
and then break
receivers
out of the
each way.
formation. They're
Right
quick
now
to that.
the right of Thomas in the gun. He rolls to his right on 2nd and 9 from midfield. Up in the pocket, has a hole, tries to run, makes a couple men miss. And across midfield to the 45, first down to the 40, first sideline, 35, 30, off to the races, and you're not going to get him. Dancing Braylon Thomas, 50 yards for the touchdown. Just 26 seconds into the game. Looked like a magician out there, amazing Braylon Thomas.
Oh, he really was. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. Once he got in the backfield, he rolled to his right. He had open. He was looking downfield, couldn't find anybody, so he cut back, made a couple quick jig-jags left and right, and then
so
headed
big
out
to
to
this
the
offense.
sideline on the
For
Union
Mohawk
side,
is
on
Hassan
the far
and
side from us, and right down the sideline, just using that speed. We mentioned it here on this turf. He's probably going to gain maybe another.
Use option concepts, read options, triple options.
0.02 seconds, and
It's a
make
lot
big
of reading
difference.
for Mohawk's
about 5 to 10
defense.
miles an hour, it feels like at least. The kick is up and good by Lucas Stanley, just like that. 7-0.
they take their
Union
time.
with the lead. We'll be
are
back in a
not-
moment at lcsportsnet.com and the NFHS Sports Network.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannon for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the
Around
Red
the
Zone.
ankle, this is not exactly what
When it
Mohawk
comes
saw.
to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate.
A week ago,
Josh
this is,
Medor and
though,
David
the
Verratti
same
want to provide you
style.
with a
Line
level
up
of
behind this
personalized
line.
service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zenoleopol and New Springfield, Ohio. MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Well, that's a quick Joseph's Market Drive summary here for you. 2 plays, 51 yards, a 50-yard touchdown from Braylon Thomas, who now kicks it off. It's going to bounce all the way to the 20 before it's finally picked up by Zach Schrockman. Here is the shock and awe. He gets out to the 30 to 35-yard line before he's gang tackled there. 1st and 10 for the Burgettstown Blue Devils at the 35. Mentioned shock and awe, really, because he came into this game, how about this? 2 punt return touchdowns, a kick return touchdown, a reverse for a touchdown, a wildcat run touchdown. Oh, and he's a receiver. 4 receiving touchdowns as well on the year.
And getting the most out of your talent and really finding interesting ways to get him the ball. And that's really what this defense has to concentrate on is number 5 that way. Make sure that he doesn't get the ball and all the different opportunities that they're looking to do.
Rolling out to his left on the quarterback keeper and going nowhere is Kuzier. He's hitting the backfield by Jamel Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell just shot the guy up there. Had plenty of room to get in. When making contact behind the line of scrimmage, bringing them back down around the 33-yard line. A nice play there for Union to get a 2-yard loss to open up this series here defensively for the Scotties.
Second down, under center, handoff right side, and the Union line matching the physicality and ends on pushing the ball carrier backwards. Rudy Brown's going to lose a couple more yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 14, a couple of 2-yard losses.
Yeah, and they went into the I formation that time, thinking that they can, all right, use a little power football to get some yardage back, and the edge was not there for them as the Scotties were able to seal that up and cause another 2-yard loss, bringing up a 3rd down and 14. Big yards they're facing here, so look for something maybe with Shockman involved here.
Sam Elich, Wyatt Stevenson, Gerald Cox, Bo Ferris, and Teddy Gray. That's the offensive line from left to right. Zach Schrockman, Brian Charles, and Jacob McNabb, the wide receivers. Ryan Murray, the H-back. Rudy Brown, we'll talk about him in a moment with Kuchar. It's on 3rd and 10. Nowhere to go. Throw to the outside, and there was a lot of pressure in the backfield. Incomplete, and Burgettstown's going to go 3 and out, Tim.
Yeah, they were looking for Zach Shockman there, and they couldn't quite reach him on that throw out to about the 45-yard line, and they'll have to punt away. Our starting lineups were brought to you by Doran Concrete, laying the foundation for your team. Don't let just anybody lay the foundation for your home or business. Visit DoranConcrete.com for your free estimate today.
Tim, I'll let you take the punt here. I got to step aside for a second.
Not a problem. So, good snap. They're going to get the punt away. It's a line drive kick. It's going to bounce out of bounds on the far side around the 45-yard line, and that's exactly where they're going to mark it. So Union going to get the ball in great field position for their second opportunity with 9:55 remaining here in the quarter. They already lead 7-0. If you're just joining us, it was Braylon Thomas, shocker, a 51-yarder.
Time out to save money on your insurance. Call Dan Pontius.
Second play of the game. So 1st down and 10. Ball at the 45 of Burgettstown. Braylon Thomas in shotgun. He'll be in the pistol. 4 receiver set, 2 left, 2 right. He'll take the snap. He'll roll out to his right. He'll throw. He has a man open. He completes it out to Blakely. Blakely fumbles the ball at the 30 as he was hit, and the ball's going to be recovered by Kozer, at the 25-yard line. He got hit from behind there, James, and it caused that ball come out as he was falling to the ground. Unfortunate scenario there for Grayson Blakely. He made a nice play on the ball and turned it upfield, but was unable to hold on to it as he got hit from behind, causing that fumble.
Well, and there's your first Medora Bonner Law change in possession, and a big one there too, because Kuchar able to get the fumble recovery, barely staying in bounds before doing so. Really impressive.
So Burgettstown takes over for their second series. They'll send Shockman in motion from left to right as they go right to left on your devices. They'll hand it off. They'll turn the corner with Brown, and Brown's going to get it across the 30, up close to the 32-yard line. A nice pickup, close to 6 on that play here for the Blue Devils as they now face a 2nd down and a short 4 coming up here for Burgettstown.
Yeah, and how about this too, Tim? A real impressive play because he lowers the shoulder, Rudy Brown does, and really lays the boom. How about this? He had 2 touchdowns in week 1, but got injured. Missed the next a month and a half with a hip injury. How about this? Week 7, 8, and 9, since he's been back, 2 touchdowns in each of those games as well.
They're going to hand it off again. This time he'll go outside. He looks like he gets to the edge, but he's going to be sold up and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That time, Grayson Blakely defensively comes through for the Scotties, making up for that fumble earlier. And he'll bring up 3rd down and long coming up here for Burgettstown, as it'll be 3rd down and 6. 3rd down and 5, let's call it.
Try to bounce it outside there, Tim, and maybe not the right idea. And Grayson Blakely making up for the fumble a little bit there. Staying at home, trying to cut it inside, or forcing him to cut it inside. Instead, he goes outside and ends up losing a couple of yards.
What was impressive is that Blakely was the only guy he had to beat. So if he was able to get around him, he had some room. But Blakely shirted up and prevented that. Here's the snap, and we're going to get a false start before the snap, and they'll stop the play here with 8:19 to play here in the first. So what looked like a good opportunity.
7, and then breakfast will be served. And then stay tuned, because in the evening, Veterans Day festivities will continue. No cover cost for all vets and active duty military with an ID for the Plains over Vegas and the Cut Loose show. Doors open at 7. Show will begin at 8. It's open to the public. Visit Sons of Italy 1171 on Facebook for more details. Special thanks to them for being able to help us to get these to deal with the rights fees, to be able to get the audio-only coverage to you guys to be able to at least listen here for free.
So 3rd down and 5 coming up here for the Blue Devils from their own 30-yard line. They'll go from the spread offense. Gozar in shotgun with one receiver left and right. He'll roll out. He'll cut back. He has some room up the middle. Gets to the 35, to the 40. Picks up the 1st down, and he crosses the 40 all the way up to about the 43-yard line. He made a nice decision there, James, in the backfield. He was rolling and then seen that open field up the middle, cut right through and got those big yardage, picked up enough for that 1st down.
Enough, Tim, that I'm not sure if it was designed that way from the beginning for him to run up the middle.
I think he improvised there. I truly do.
Yeah, and he saw a huge gap up the middle, and actually credit the defensive lineman, Jamel Mitchell, coming all the way back to make the tackle 13 yards down the field. Otherwise, he could have still been going.
So 3 receivers set. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Gozar will keep it. As he goes up the middle, crosses the midfield, stays on his feet, and gets close to the sticks. This will be another 1st down run here for the Blue Devils. Brody doing a nice job there, just following his blockers and trying to keep his feet moving. And looks like the Blue Devils trying to put a drive here, taking advantage of the opportunity in front of them.
It was a great kick-out block. I believe it was Bo Ferris who was pulling and kicked out on the blitzing linebacker, Denon Bowen. Basically, Bowen cut to the near side to try to get into the backfield, and the run with the seal block ended up going back to the right, and a huge avenue right up the middle. Here with 7:15 remaining in the 1st quarter, Union with a 7-0 advantage.
Here's the snap again. It'll be Gozar as he comes around the corner, gets across the 45 down close to the 41-yard line. And they're going to give him the 40, so another good pickup as a runner. Brody doing a nice job just following his blockers and getting to the edge, something that they couldn't do earlier in the game. On the last couple of opportunities, he's able to either cut back or find that edge and turn it upfield.
Coach Mark Druga, his 1st year back coaching at Burgettstown after a 3-year hiatus. He's pumping his team up on the sideline because they found something here. Those last 3 runs of 13, 10, and 7 yards, all from the quarterback.
Kim was in with over 670 yards on the ground. They'll hand this one back off to Rudy Brown, and he'll go forward picking up that 1st down. And they get down to the 36-yard line. They'll bring up a 1st down and 10 here as this drive continues here for the Blue Devils. Koziar in the shotgun. He'll send 3 receivers out, 2 to the right, 1 to the left this time. Sidecar to his right. He'll roll to his right, looking downfield, has a man open and throws it a grounder into Jacob McNabb area. He just underthrew it.
Yeah, and that's the issue. You're a left-handed quarterback rolling out to the right there, Tim, and that's the part of the issue. You got to get the hips turned, and he didn't on that one, and that's why it ended up being a ball basically chucked right into the turf. And interesting that they did go to the air on 1st down and 10 when they've been running it so well, but they like to show the mix. I mean, you look coming in, Kruger with a 676 yards passing, 667 yards, a 9-yard difference rushing the football. So they want to keep that balance as much as they can, but the run game is what's been effective so far here tonight.
Kruger will hand it off. No, he'll keep. He'll go up the middle, has room to the 30, breaks a tackle and fights his way all the way down to the 25-yard line. Again, all effort there by Brody Kruger, taking a full advantage of the opportunity there, just fighting for every yard he could get.
And Grayson Blakely took the brunt of it at the end with a nasty stiff arm, but that is your pure zone read. He leaves the ball in the belly of the running back Rudy Brown for as long as he can, Tim, pulls it out at the last second and runs it up the gut for that gain. How about this? 9th play of the drive, still Union with a 7-0 lead midway through the 1st quarter.
They'll go to the I formation this time with Kruger underneath center. 2 receivers out to his right. Hand off to Brown. Brown goes up the middle, breaks the tackle, heads out left side, down to the 10, and gets knocked out of bounds close to the 10-yard line. A nice gap run there by Root Brown as he followed his blocks, and he was able to pull away from one tackler and pick up more than the first down and bring up a, looks like first and goal right at the 10-yard line.
With 5:14 remaining, Blakely made the tackle, or excuse me, that was Gettings on the tackle as Burgettstown has entered the red zone for the first time tonight. Make sure you stop by the red zone just a few minutes up the road here in Lawrence County on Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township.
They'll have McNabb and Shockman to the right as wideouts. I formation in the backfield. Handoff goes to Brown. Brown fumbles the ball. The ball's loose, and the Scotties have fallen on it. The Scotties got the ball.
It looked like it was Jordan Kelly or Gianni Million on the bottom of the pile for the Scotties. It is Union football. Grayson Blakely is the one who officially gets it. Jordan Kelly was right there. That's just a botched handoff, Tim. And unfortunate, after a 10-play drive that took almost 5 minutes off the clock, a fumble at the 10-yard line ends all momentum that Burgettstown just had.
Yeah, Burgettstown looking strong on that drive, but as you mentioned, just a missed handoff between Kuzer and Brown, and that has cost them an opportunity at points to maybe possibly tie this game up. Give heads up to the Scotties defense for falling on the ball. Braden Thomas in the pistol. He'll take the spot. He'll roll out to his right. He's going to line and fire. Man wide open. Overthrows his intended receiver and Gettings. He had him wide open. Oh, my. Just put a little too much, not enough air underneath that one.
There was no one within 30 yards of Gettings, and that's not an exaggeration. Just a busted coverage, and that's one that Thomas is going to want back because Gettings was streaking down the far sideline with nobody within 30 yards of him. And Coach Drug on the near sideline here for Burgettstown just kind of put his arms up like, what just happened? Hey, oh well, it's an incomplete pass. Go make a play now.
Second down and 10. Let's go move on. 4 receivers set here for Union as they'll take the snap. Rolling out to his left is Braylon. He's in the end zone, going to avoid some tacklers, turn around, fires, finds his receivers. Gettings at the 15. Actually going to say he stepped out at the 13-yard line, but a nice reception there. Picking up about 4 yards on that play as Thomas was running around going from his right to his left in the end zone trying to avoid being tackled.
Yeah, and dangerous because that's where you can get some holding calls very easily as well. Just to describe that catch, that's what George Pickens should have done in the end zone last night with the toe tap. And good job, too, to avoid getting knocked over there. Something for your wall photography. You had a up-close and personal look at Andrew Gettings on that one.
3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left as they move left to right. Thomas back to pass. He's looking right side. He's going to fire. Has a man open. It's going to be knocked away at the last moment as he had Gunn streaking down the left sideline. And they'll bring up 4th down and 7 and punting time here for the Union Scotties.
Well, and I'll tell you what, lucky again that one wasn't a sack in the end zone because Brody Kuzier, he's already got a bunch of long runs. He's already got a fumble recovery. He had a free blitz right up the A-gap, but Thomas, the shiftiness just enough to avoid the rush and get the pass off. Good play by Danny Smith, too, to knock it away coming over from his safety position.
Thomas will go in the punt formation to punt the ball away here. He'll stand at the goal line. It's a good snap. He'll get the kickoff, and it's a end-over-end kick. He'll bounce at the 45 or go to the 45-yard line. Coach with the run. He breaks a couple tackles. He's going to move out right. Excuse me, that is Shockman with the ball. Shockman gets across the 45, and it's down to the 43-yard line. A nice return there by Shockman as he was able to take the ball in a precarious scenario with 2 Scotties right around him.
Yeah,
and then he was able to break tackle.
That's one that, you didn't catch it in the air. It bounced just shy in midfield. And usually once it bounces once, you are going to let it go, and it's probably going to cost you another 15 yards. But he grabs it in a dangerous position, somehow shakes out of a Dane Jonky tackle, and gets about 15 yards on the return. That's why he's the danger man, especially in the special teams, starting at their own, or now at the Union 43-yard line.
Kozer with the ball, goes up the middle, tucks his head, and just piles through, crosses the 40. He's going to get down to the 38-yard line. He's going to pick up close to 7 on that play.
And on that one,
they're going to give him 5.
Yeah, the defensive lineman, I believe it was Jordan Brown, literally just hanging on to both legs of the quarterback running the football, and he still dragged forward for a couple of extra yards. We're down to 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter, Tim. 7-0 Union with the lead on the long touchdown run, but it's been all Burgettstown really ever since.
Yeah, they've come out here determined. They're just kind of grinding their way through.
And again, the balance. 6 carries for Kuzier, the quarterback, and 5 for Rudy Brown, the running back.
Kuzier going to fake the Brown and keep. Spin, and he's going to be caught at the line of scrimmage and brought down behind it. Back to the 39-yard line for a 1-yard loss. Braylon Thomas was there defensively for the Scotties. Also, Devin Bowman was in on that tackle for the Scotties. We're down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds on a moving clock here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that last play just took a little bit too much time to complete. That's basically the issue on that one. Just took too much time before you can make that handoff or keep it.
Kuzier hands it off to Brown. Brown has room, but he's going to be brought down. Nice play defensively there by Mitchell, swallowing him up and bringing him down at the 35-yard line.
It's already about 4 or 5 tackles for Jamel Mitchell, and they're going to mark it just outside of the 35. It's going to be 4th down and a long 2 to go, and it is definitely going to be the Burgettstown offense staying on the field. No Seth Phillips on this team. 6 years ago today, Burgettstown came up to Lawrence County and defeated Neshannock on a last-second 37-yard field goal. Coach said he's got a leg does country, but probably not from 52 yards like this would be. And we're going to have a timeout call by Coach Need Balla. Really interesting because the coaching staff, Coach Drugan and his staff, Tim, talked about that game and how that was the first playoff win in 40 years. It was a jam-packed crowd. Everybody traveled up from Burgettstown to see that game, and what a dramatic win it was, 31-28. Knew it was 6 years ago. Didn't realize that was literally 6 years ago today, and they're making a trip back up to Lawrence County for a first-round playoff game. I mean, that's a script that's pretty intense to try to write.
Yeah, it really is, and this is the coach's second term with Burgettstown, and this is his first year back, right?
Yes, it is, and then I want to give a big shout-out to Dakota, who's listening or watching back at home. Dakota is the 6-month puppy who Coach Druga got the family when he said that he was going back to coaching. He said Dakota is back home listening or watching. Passed away, unfortunately, and he needed to focus on that. But when the position opened back up, the longtime teacher at Burgettstown, history psych teacher, said, hey, I'm all in, and he got his entire staff back as well.
That's fantastic. And it's going to be Kuzier on a keeper, and he's going to pick up the first down and fights for a yard close to the 30-yard line. As, again, just using the quarterback as a runner, and he's a bull. I mean, you talk about quarterback, usually you don't see a guy who is kind of like a bull. Like, he's 6'2", 218 pounds. He's a senior. He's done a nice job just, using his strength as a runner.
He really has, Tim, and I think more than anything, too, what you're noticing, it's kind of like a Big Ben or Tim Tebow style. Just let the big man run, or if you don't want to talk high school football, like a Frank Antoine. Hey, he's a lefty, too. That's a pretty good comparison.
That's not bad at all, actually. He's going to swing down the right sideline, breaks the tackle, crosses the 20, and down to the 17-yard line.
First completion for Kuzier, 13 yards. Down to the 17-yard line. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Burgettstown in the red zone for the second time here today.
We're down under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. 7-0. Union with the lead. But they're back in the red zone, as we mentioned earlier, for Burgettstown. Last time they fumbled the ball at the 10. Kuzier has a sidecar to his left. He'll follow that sidecar going that way. Has room down to the 10 and is knocked out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And it'll be first down and goal. No, excuse me. Second down and about 3 coming up here. He'll pick up 7 on the play. They can get first down at the 8-yard line.
Keepers and little handoffs, and right now just good luck stopping either one of them. Averaging about 6 yards per carry right now.
Kuzier looks over to defense from the shotgun, takes it, goes right side, breaks the tackle, cuts back left, has room at the 5, dives to the 3 and into the end zone for the touchdown goes Brody Kuzer, as he just had a nice individual effort as he went to his right, cut back left, stumbled at the 3, and was able to get into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, one of the keys to the game, according to Coach Drugo, was you got to break tackles. And, man, they're putting a clinic of broken tackles out here tonight, Tim. Schrockman's last catch, he broke a couple of tackles. Rudy broke a couple on the previous run. And in that one, 2 or 3 times, Kucher was able to slip out of a tackle. Not bull over, but slip out of a tackle. Impressive stuff. And now Country on for the extra point, and we're going to have a whistle and offsides as Thomas a little bit too quick off the edge.
Yeah,
they're going to go for 2 now.
Yeah. They're going to take the offense or the special teams off the field and bring the offense back on.
I like this call from Burgettstown.
Why not? You're going to put the ball at the 1.5-yard line?
The way they're running the football, too?
Exactly. You got a lot of options. You got Brown. You got the quarterback in Kuzer. You can even probably get Shockman involved somehow if you choose to. Let's see if they go power football with the I formation that they were showing earlier in the game.
I mean, if it were me, I'd be shocked if it was taken out of your huge quarterback's hands with a lead blocker running in front of him in Brown.
Yep, and that's the way they're going to line up with Brown to the left of Kuzer. They'll bring McNabb in motion from left to right. He'll take the snap. He'll go right up the gut and into the end zone for 2 points goes Brody Kuzer as they'll take the lead 8-7 with 1:18 remaining here in the first quarter. Let's take a 30-second timeout, guys. You're watching LC SportsNet, our Wpial cap.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Congratulations to our October LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor the Mohawk Girls Cross Country Team as October's LCAP Team of the Month. The seniors went 45-0 in their career, capped off with their second WPIAL championship. Congratulations to Coach Dave Bradle and the WPIAL champion Mohawk Girls Cross Country Team, our October LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County.
Back here from Taggart Stadium with 1:18 remaining in the first quarter. Burgettstown 8, Union 7. The 5-seeded Scotties find themselves down against the visiting Blue Devils. Tim and I will flip it back over, back to the try to get the mojo back on the Scotty side because they've only run 6 offensive plays in the game. Burgettstown has run 20. And yeah, a little squib. It bounces off of one player into the hands of Lucas Stanley at the 35 out to the 36-yard line. Cartwright unable to handle it at first and then able to finally snag it and get a few yards out of it was Stanley.
Yeah, and again, probably a lot what you were talking about, some of the scouting of the deficiencies that they had recovering that, and we almost seen that again here for the Scotties early in tonight's ball game with that one off the shoulders, but they were able to get the ball back. It'll be first down and 10 here. Let's see what the offense can do.
Yeah, a little similar script, though, to that Southside game where they were almost 2-1 in terms of plays run. Again, Union's offense, 3 drives, a 2-play touchdown drive, a 1-play drive with a fumble, and then a 3-and-out. That's what we've seen from the blue and white. First down, rolling out to his left is Thomas in the gun, throws, looking for Gunn, caught at midfield, first down to the 45-yard line. Beautiful pitch and catch there to get it to Gunn.
Hey, we were talking about that earlier tonight before the game. One of the keys to get Mike Gunn involved, they've been targeting him. That's his 3rd target of the night. This time he comes through with the reception.
And whistles before the snap here. And I think Coach Drugo Burgettstown called a timeout. 8-7 the score. Burgettstown with the lead. Let's take a 30-second timeout here as well on the Lawrence County SportsNet and the NFHS Sports Network.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Well, the Union Marching Band playing us a little Jeopardy. Yes, it just began about 2 minutes ago, so that's perfect timing, as that's the second timeout called of the first half by Burgettstown. They'll have one remaining, but they have an 8-7 lead with 1:02 remaining in the first quarter. Union with the ball at the 45-yard line of Burgettstown. Cartwright to the right of Thomas in the gun. He's rolling out to his right on 1st and 10. Steps, throws near sideline, going to be caught at the 40 and hit immediately is Blakely for a short gain, about 5 or 6 yards on the play before Aiden States makes the tackle.
Yeah, nice play there by States, keeping that play in front of them to prevent any way to add extra plays, yardage on the play.
Quickly up to the line in hurry-up offense and a direct snap, easy run up the middle and then some. Inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line goes Thomas. They'll move the chains. I like the tempo here.
Yeah, I think that's what they needed to do. They needed to change it because they were that first series on the second play. That was a quick snap, and they were able to take advantage. Here they go again.
Pump, throw to the far sideline, and caught it, catching in his gun, breaks from one tackle, puts a second tackle, cuts inside of the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Big gain, 1st and goal coming up after a 22-yard pickup.
Yeah, got to keep Mike Gunn involved. They're finding ways to find him. That's his 4th target. He got a second reception of this drive, and they're 1st and goal here inside the 5.
Rolling to the right, ball marked at the 7-yard line. Thomas in trouble, scrambling, throws back over the middle, finds Cartwright. Cartwright catches the 5, dives for the end zone, and he's going to be just in short. Just an inch short on the final play of the first quarter. They're going to have 2nd and goal from inside the 1-yard line when the second quarter commences. Right now it's Burgettstown 8, Union 7, but Scotties on the doorstep here in the Lawrence County SportsNet and NFHS Sports Network.
When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Chenango Township. They want possible with certified orthopedic and manual therapies. At Health in Motion, you receive quality one-on-one time with a board-certified physical therapist. Get the next generation of physical therapy to help in your recovery. Health in Motion is the first PT clinic in Western Pennsylvania to use the Nuvii, the neurobioelectric stimulator, in their therapies. Their technologies can reduce your time on the sideline from 3 or 4 weeks to just 3 or 4 days. Don't wait for months to see improvement. Notice a difference after your first visit to Health in Motion, keeping you moving.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. You name it, all without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, with the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
Union trailing 8-7. You couldn't go further from one end of the field to the other, from about the 1-inch line at one side of the field to the 1-inch line at the other. Thomas is going to go under center, tries the quarterback sneak, actually gets stuffed, now goes for the pylon, running to the corner of the end zone, and he's in there. Wow! It was stuffed right up the gun on the quarterback sneak. No problem. Thomas runs all the way to the pylon and gets there first.
Using his speed and his vision, he went straight ahead, couldn't get it. Ducked back outside to his right, turned on the jets and get to the pylon first for the touchdown. As another red zone touchdown, and that red zone touchdown brought to you by Wilmington Road Red Zone.
That's probably the longest anybody's ever had to run for a
football.
1-inch touchdown.
Yeah, a football length.
And we have a whistle, and I think Burgettstown lined up offside. So now if you're Union, do you do the same thing? Yep, they're going to try. They're going to go for 2 as well.
Yeah, you got the lead now, so you might as well try to take advantage of it. Get them off the field and bring your offense back on. You can even run the same type of play that you tried from the 1-inch line.
The true sneak or the run to the pylon sneak?
Yeah, exactly. Either or. Just put it in Braylon's hand and see what he can do. Maybe he goes to the left side instead of the right side.
Yeah, maybe. So Burgettstown, after a penalty on their conversion, went for 2 and succeeded. Union's going to try to do the same thing.
Empty backfield.
Yeah, talk about a different formation. 4 receivers to the left.
Watch the quarterback draw.
And he is going to go up the middle. Good vision to cut back right up the gut and goes untouched for a 15-8 Union advantage. 2 touchdowns for Braylon Thomas. Scotties strike right back here at lcsportsnet.com and the NFHS Sports
In
Network.
workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who maybe thought college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and offering more choices. We're making college approachable with faculty who understand where you're coming from and help you get where you're going. At Penn West, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
And we're back after that touchdown drive from the Scotties. 6 plays, 64 yards. Just took a minute 24 off the clock. And we're going to have, looks like somebody new out to kick it off. Looks like it's going to be Robin Nogue who will be doing the kicking duties. So a different formation on the kickoff. Union 15-8. And now a whistle.
Timeout. Yep.
So interesting. So is that something just to try to give a different look and see if Burgettstown would respond in a different way? Or is this something of Coach Nee is literally drawing something up on the sideline on a big whiteboard right now? I feel like we're going back to math class right here.
I think it's coaching class is what we're about to experience here. And this is a Pontius Insurance timeout. Give Agent Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, Jason Giddings a call. Get started today. Go online at pontiusinsurance.com.
While we have a moment, want to mention our friends at Penn Ohio Bottled Water. They potty to break down all of the Wpial brackets and a quick look at the District 10 bracket. All the scores going on our bottom line. Actually, we're going to get those scores going back on the bottom line here in a minute. You're out on scoreboard.
It is brought to you by the Transit Authority. Going your way. Drive. Why drive when you can relax and ride? Daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County. Visit them online at newcastletransit.org.
So they literally put out a second-string kickoff team.
Yes.
The other 11 were getting the instructions on the whiteboard. So now let's see what Union has in store. The deep men are standing at the 25-yard line as Thomas runs and approaches, and he boots away a line drive, bouncing towards the far sideline, and it's going to kick right and out of bounds. So that's 3 kickoffs out of bounds already down that far sideline.
Yeah, that's one of the things that you get maybe with this the turf versus the natural grass fields is that the ball is going to take more of a truer bounce, and they're not going to be able to kick it from the center of the field and down the sidelines as easy as you may be at Union's home field.
So they're going to make them re-kick as well. As you take a look real quick at the brackets, brought to you by Gem Construction as they constructed the brackets on Saturday. You'll have all the scores coming your way on that bottom line. So kickoffs out of bounds yet again. 1 for Union.
2 for here we go down the middle this time.
Did that bounce off of
That's
a live ball. It's going to be the 36-yard line and out of bounds about the 45. I mean, either way, it's a live ball on the kickoff anyway, but that just took a funky bounce, and it did hit off one of the up men. Schrockman, no problem to corral it and get good field position out of it.
It looked like it hit like a shoe and kind of got that spin. On the ball and just kind of spin to a halt around the 37-yard line, and Shockman was able to scoop it up and pick it up and advance it up to the 45.
So it's 15-8 Union. They scored on their second play of the game. A couple long drives for Burgettstown. They're able to get on the board. Union comes right back in just a minute and a half later. Now let's see what Burgettstown. They've been controlling the ball on the ground. Kruger in the gun, 1st and 10, play action. Well, fake the pass and then run, or reverse play action. Up the middle for 3 yards. Denon Bowen slams them down after a short gain. 10 carries for 59 yards already for the quarterback.
Yeah, he's just been their workhorse. Might as well keep going to it. You know, the old saying in football, if you got something that's working, you keep doing it over and over again till your opposition finds a way to stop it. And Wrightstown is going to use their quarterback as a runner.
Gain of 3, so 2nd down and 7. Ball near mid. Field. Receiver on the far sideline went about 3 yards past as he was getting set up, but that's fine. 3 receivers to the left. Speed option look, but nowhere to go. Bowen again in on the tackle after a short gain to the left on the keeper.
Yeah, once again, that's good defense there by the Scotties, able to pursue to the right, make the tackle, and prevent Kruger from making any advancement. Bring up a 3rd down and about 6 coming up here for the
Internet's been fun here at Taggart Stadium tonight. We're working through it best we can here in the chaos of the first. Week of the playoffs. Quick slant to the far sideline. Caught on 3rd and 7 right at the sticks for a 1st down. Beautiful route run by Zach Schrockman.
Yeah, Shockman made a beautiful move. Yeah, Thomas made a nice pursuit down the right of the lane here for the Scotties defensively, and just sealed off that edge and then give Kruger an opportunity to turn it upfield.
Gain of 1, ball at the 15-yard line. We're down to just 7:15 remaining in the first half. Kuzier in the gun with Brown to his right. Low snap, but a tough time to handle it, but somehow he does between his legs, grabs it, runs forward, gets inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. Literally, he got that snap with his knee, Tim.
Yeah, I believe there's going to be a rollout to his left because of the bad snap and able to recover. He just improvised and cut back to his right, up the middle, took a gap, and took it inside the 5-yard line. So here comes the Blue Devils just knocking on the door again against Scotties, trying to tie this game up as they trail by 7.
First and goal from the 3. Blue Devils trailing the Scotties by 7. Again in the gun is Kuzier. Zone read, keeper up the middle, runs into a convoy of blue jerseys. No gain on the play. He's got 15 carries for 73 yards. I want to talk about a workhorse quarterback. We mentioned it early in the game. When Brown missed those 5 games, he told Coach, I can handle the load, Coach. Give it to me. And they certainly have all year long, and that's been a nice 1-2 tandem now that Brown is back.
Yeah, and we've seen them how they're using him as he's able to run that option play so well, both the traditional option that we've seen earlier and the speed option where he fakes the handoff and makes a decision to either give it to Brown or keep it himself.
Second and goal from the 3. 2 receivers to the left. Kuzier round to his right. He's going to roll that way on a direct snap. Keeper for Kuzier. He spins in the pile, reaching for the goal line. And yeah, they do mark him just shy. The issue is, he scored a couple of short touchdown runs already and many on the season. He's now got 8 touchdown carries, and they're going to go quickly back to the line.
They may have too many men on. Let's see if they get them off in time. They do. They're going to call a timeout.
I try to call timeout.
I think you got to give it to him. He signaled to the official.
Yeah, he signaled to it, and I actually that's a smart play from Kuzier because he noticed too that there were potentially too many men. So yes, that is your final Pontius Insurance timeout if you're Burgettstown, but it does save you from 3rd and 1 from inside the 1 or 3rd and goal from about the 6-yard line. Gives us a chance to remind you, though, Tim, that we have audio coverage of tonight's broadcast for free at lcsportsnet.com, courtesy of the Sons of Italy, excuse me. Full hall renovation is underway at the Sons of Italy on Mill Street in downtown Newcastle. You can start booking for graduation parties, birthday celebrations, weddings, anniversaries for spring 2024 and beyond. Get more information at 724-658-9390, Sons of Italy, Lodge 1171.
I won't be surprised if they go back to that I formation look and just use Kuzier as a quarterback sneak. That ball is right up against the goal line here. And that looks like they may just do that coming out of this timeout.
They will go under center I formation here on 3rd and goal from inside the 1-yard line. Midway through the second quarter. Kuzier, quarterback sneak, right side. It's going to be close. He's going to reach at the last second. Ball's poked out. Ball's loose. Picked up by a lineman. And he's going to try to get to the end zone. He's dragged down by Jamel Mitchell. He reached over the top at the last second to Kuzier. Smartly, it was knocked out by a Union player, but somehow Burgettstown recovers it. Wow.
Shocking they didn't get in. But what a great defense there for the Scotties. From our vantage point, they couldn't quite see. But, he was right up against it. And give credit to the Blue as they were able to make the stop there and force this 4th down and goal.
13th play of the drive. 4th and goal from inside the 1-yard line. It was the center, Gerald Cox, who made the recovery. Under center again is the quarterback. He's going to sneak on the left side, and it's going to be close again. There's the signal. He's in there.
Yeah, he never gave up on the play, never went down. He just kept driving his feet forward with Kuzier, and he was able to get into the end zone. And now, Burgettstown trails by only a point.
And they will send the extra point team out there this time again. Trailing 15-14. There's 4:26 remaining in the first half.
Is the country out here? Shockman to hold.
Colton County on for the extra point, and somehow didn't get to it.
Yeah, he went right through the uprights and also right through the arms of the diving. It looked like Braylon Thomas trying to make that block.
But the kick is good. 22nd conversion of the year. 15-15 with 4:26 remaining in the first half. Back in a moment at lcsportsnet.com and NFHS Sports Network. And we'll keep it right here at lcsportsnet.com. Remind you coming up we'll have our LGKG halftime show here, Tim. The LGKG halftime show coming up.
Yeah, the halftime show coming up is brought to you by LGKG. Your insurance company's not always on your side, but the law office of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George Art. Visit them online at lgkg.com for a free consultation.
Yeah, Colton County with the extra point. Go ahead, Tim.
I was going to say, got to remember that big conversion there was brought to you by Castle Asphalt. Castle Asphalt provides commercial and residential asphalt paving, commercial site work, and commercial line striping. Visit castleasphalt.com for more information to request a free estimate.
So how about this? A 13-play, 55-yard drive, taking 6.5 minutes off the clock. We're tied at 15. High bouncing. That was like an onside kick all the way down the field. Finally taken on a bounce by Thomas at his own 10-yard line, and he's not going very far. Gets back out to the 20, and that's it. It looked like it was going to be an easy pickup at about the 3rd-yard line for Andrew. That thing bounced like exactly what you want an onside kick to do. It went about 30 feet in the air over his head.
Yeah, he just hit that perfect spot and took a leap up, and luckily actually went over the head of the Union Scotty player, and he didn't really was able to defer or drop it, so Thomas was able to pick it up and advance it. It's actually a good fortune that went over his head, because I think if he touched it, you never know what direction that ball may have gone.
Here's your stat of the night, Tim. That last drive was 13 plays for Burgettstown. Union has run 12 offensive plays in the entire game so far. But we're tied at 15 with 4:21 remaining. Wild snap. Somehow Thomas one-hand grabs it with the left hand, running to the right, and he's just going to get her out of bounds after a short gain, maybe one, and that's it.
That's one of the advantages of having Braylon Thomas as your quarterback. Real athletic and able to adjust to any situation that comes about him. Even if the snap comes maybe a second before he expects it, he's able to grab it out with his big balls and take off running and bring up 2nd down and 10.
But it is no gain on the play. The drives for Union, 26 seconds, 8 seconds, 38 seconds, and 1:24. Defense has been on the field a lot. Their offense on the field here on 2nd and 10. Thomas rolling out to his left, no one open. Now scrambling back into the pocket, fires down the field. Gettings is open near midfield, and it's going to be tipped and intercepted. Tipped and intercepted defensively by Ryan Murray, the senior, able to come back and get it. The throw is just slightly behind Gettings, and he's able to get it on a deflection, toe tap at midfield, and get the pick.
It was an amazing play there by Murray. That ball was on target to Gettings. He was able to tip the ball himself and then recover, make the catch going out of bounds. Now they're going to say it was incomplete.
He never had possession. They're saying he never had possession. He
juggled the ball. And the officials on the other side are much closer than we are.
The first official was the one further down the field, said that he had it. The second official came running in saying no, he did not have possession. And that's a tough one there. It's on the far sideline, and that's what they're trying to confer, how one said yes and the other one said no. And if I'm Coach Struga, I'm very understandably upset.
That's unfortunately what happens in playoffs. And sometimes you get an official just a little too far away from the play making a call, while the one closer had a much better view.
So a break.
Here comes a blitz.
3rd down, rolling out to his right is Thomas. They've got a flag thrown on the play, steps up in the pocket again, fires down the field, and it's going to be caught for a 1st down, but this one's going to come back for a penalty in the midst of the line.
Yeah, this is going to be most likely holding against the Scotties with 3:57 here remaining, and it is holding. So they'll mark off 10, and it'll be 3rd down and 20 from the 10-yard line coming up here for the Scotties. They got to take advantage of this opportunity. I know we talked about some of the keys of the game, and they're trying to get everybody involved. But right now, in this situation on a 3rd down, or 2nd down and long, because they'll get 2nd down over, you got to look for Mike Gunn, don't you? I mean, he's been such a dynamic player on that one drive where he caught a couple deep passes to keep that drive alive, and that was their longest drive of the day. It was, what, minute 24?
Yeah, a minute 24, a 6-play drive. They'd run 6 plays in the entire game before that.
Let's see if they do look that way.
3rd down and 20 from the 10-yard line. They're going to go trips left.
Guns in the slot.
4 minutes remaining here in the first half, tied at 15. Looks like Thomas changing the play at the line. Still 15 on the play clock, plenty of time to work with. Barking out the cadence is Thomas. Takes the snap. Gonna go quarterback draw. Looks for some room up the middle, and it's well read by the defensive lineman. Teddy Gray, the junior nose guard, able to make the tackle after a short gain, 3 or 4 yards. That's it, and the Scotties are gonna go 3 and out.
Yeah, 4th down, and they'll have to punt the ball away here. Thomas looked at it and seen something in the defense that he thought he could take advantage of, but the Burgettstown's defense was able to make the adjustment and bring him down way short of the sticks.
So standing at his own goal line is Thomas, ready to boot it away. Schrockman standing at the Union 40. Rush the edge and almost a blocked kick. End over end punt. Actually, they're saying it was a blocked kick.
Yeah, they say they got a hand on it, and the ball's going to come dead around the 36-yard line. So Burgettstown's going to be in excellent field position with this shootout here at Taggart's Field.
Yeah, Taggart Stadium not expecting, wasn't quite expecting this sort of start. The Union fans on the home sideline a little bit quiet right now. The Burgettstown faithful making their way up. No surprise. They've been loud, they've been boisterous, supporting their team, and they got great field position again, starting in plus territory with 3:04 remaining in the first half. Oh, by the way, Burgettstown, they're out of timeouts, but they will receive the second half kickoff. Keeper for Kuzier trying to go on the left edge, waits, bides his time, block set up. He's going to get ushered out of bounds after a 3-yard gain. Clock keeps going. We're under 3 minutes to play in this first half.
Yeah, a nice stop there after about a 3-yard gain there for the Scotties. They got to do that. They got to keep them in bounds, keep that clock rolling, and force them. They do have an excellent kicker in Colton Country, so they want to keep them as deep as possible here. They got 2 more downs before they get to that situation, but they're looking for something in the backfield if they can force it here.
Yeah, Coach Ruger said he trusts if he needs to for a long field goal from Colton County, but maybe not quite this far. Lefty's going to go fire one, looking for Sherman on the fade route, one-on-one with Jonky. To be a juggling catch made and a touchdown! That's what the Schrock and Awe can do. 33-yard touchdown. There is a flag.
It might have been.
Jonky tried to turn his head around to find it. So it's going to be pass interference on Union, and they're going to enforce it on the conversion. They're going to enforce it on the kickoff, excuse me.
Okay.
33-yard touchdown. The 10th total touchdown of the year, 5th through the air, and that's just what Schrockman has done all season long.
That was just an amazing effort there on his part. Just making the play on the ball and then being able to bring it down as he crossed the goal line.
Colton County on the extra point, but we got movement.
Yeah, I think we may wait with the officials. They're defense.
And Coach Sugar immediately puts 2 fingers up, says we're going for 2 again.
Got to take advantage of their opportunities. And they're taking it here. Got to give Burgettstown credit. On a short field, gets the break on the touchdown pass. Now, on inside the 2 on the after, they'll send out the offense again and see if Kozier and the gang can get through one.
Incredible how many penalties we've had on conversions and kickoffs.
Yeah.
I-4 main counter, rolling out to left. Kozier throwing, and a man wide open in the end zone for the conversion is Travis Coles. Makes it a 23-15 lead for Burgettstown with 2:25 remaining in the first half. Back in a moment at lcsportsnet.com and the NFHS Sports Network.
With great brands at the best prices, Academy Sports and Outdoors, you'll always find more fun. More of this, and more of this, and this. So you can do more of that, and that, and that, and definitely some of that. While getting together for more of that, and that. Yes! Have more fun with brands at best prices, only at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
After being sidelined with a shoulder injury, 2 minutes in the box isn't so bad. Now get back out there. With AHN Sports Medicine, you're ready for what's next. Your body's rehabbed and recovered. Your legs primed to outski your defender. Your technical skills perfected. And just like that, you're back. Oh yeah, you're back. Go next level with AHN Sports Medicine.
Quick two-play scoring drive, the 33-yard pass from to Schrockman from Kuzier, and then the pass interference enforced on kickoff. So this is a kickoff from the Union 45-yard line from Colton County. And now a question from Coach Needballa. I think trying to determine on the...
Yeah, to watch the onside kick here. This is really important when you're kicking off from your opponent's 45-yard line. Really kicking it deep has no advantage for you. You're more looking to maybe take advantage of it and see if you can strike again.
And Coach Nees is trying to get the attention of the head official because he is adamant that there is something not right about what's going on right now. I think he's trying to say that this couldn't have been enforced on the kickoff.
Yeah. I understand what he's thinking. I mean, either you would think that he would either have to decline it and just take the result of the penalty and would get both the touchdown and the penalty, but
and in high school though, and
you can enforce it, I believe.
Yeah, Coach Neecam is in full effect here as he is animated on the far sideline from us. And we'll get confirmation. We got John Yearage here in the booth next to us. We'll get confirmation on that. Yeah, you can enforce that on the ensuing kickoff on a penalty on a score like that. So kickoff is going to bounce and it's going to make its way into the end zone. So Union will begin at their own 20-yard line, trailing 23-15. The 5-seed Scotties and defending Wpial champions find themselves down here, Tim. What are you saying when you're not yelling at the officials if you're Coach Nee? What are you saying to your team right now?
Well, you got to just get refocused. Obviously, they've lived on the big play, and they're able to do it at any time. And you have the athletes. So right now, you're just going to settle down, tell your offensive line, keep the Blue Devils in front of you, make some holes, get your guys an opportunity, give Braylon Thomas an opportunity in space, and become the runner that we know. When you look on the outside, you know what Mike Gunn can do. You know what Grayson Brakely can do. So you might as well just make sure you find it. Even Lucas Stanley, I mean, we haven't talked about him yet today.
Yeah, I haven't seen him out on the field on offense so far tonight. 5 receivers set. Thomas rolls out, running out of time, going back over, rolling to his right now, just trying to find a man open down the field. Finds him over the middle, caught at the 40-yard line, and off to the races is Blakely. Across midfield to the 40, near sideline 35. Switches hands to the outside and gets dragged down at the 30-yard line. Just like that one play, you're right, Tim. Change field position, a 50-yard catch.
You got to give it up to Braylon Thomas. Not only did he roll out, there's a flag back at the 13-yard line.
Oh, it's coming back.
So this might be holding because he was spent a lot of time in the backfield scrambling here.
And just now seeing.
Maybe it might be a roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer is the signal being seen.
Oh, they're going to wave it off? No.
There's still a flag.
I think it is. I'm not sure what he singled.
I don't know. There's still a hanky back 13-yard line, and now the official's going to have to go back and.
I don't know if he was waving it off or he was saying it was a roughing the passer scenario.
Well, if it's roughing the passer, they would be giving 15 more yards.
Exactly.
Right now, with 2:10 remaining, the ball's at the 30-yard line.
They must be waving off the penalty.
Come on, Mr. Official. Let's see a 40-yard dash here. See what you got.
He's going to just blow the whistle and say, wait for me. Can't play without blow the whistle.
And Coach Nee they're about to throw a flag for delay of game when the official was still back at the 20-yard line. So now Coach Nee is getting animated about why he almost had to get charged a timeout.
Yeah, this is all on the officials. There should be an official timeout, and it should be just reset the play clock at 25 on their whistle.
And now they are marching it down the field. So,
all right, it was passing.
So
okay.
it was a roughing the passer call, yes.
Yes. There was just an odd way that the official made the call. He just kind of singled down. Now maybe here comes the official call. No.
Nope.
Okay.
They confirmed it here next to us. Yes, they got roughing the passer.
So they're in the red zone.
Ball at the 15-yard line, just over 2 minutes remaining after a crazy sequence. Thomas rolls out to his right. Now Grums tries to run left. Cuts the outside to the 15, to the 10, and dragged out of bounds there right in front of one of our cameramen down on the sideline. A 3-yard pickup on first down. Clock stops with 1:55 remaining.
With Union in the red zones, you got to stop by the red zone for Spirit Sales. You can help bring big money to your organization. Fill out a form at the red zone. Does the rest for you. Visit them online at theredzonesports.com and see how the group can score big at the red zone.
Burgettstown doesn't want to see this. Rudy coming up a little bit lame at the end of this play. He just pointed down to the track. I wonder if he landed on that hip right at the edge of the track. Not a whole lot of room between where the sideline is and then where the track begins here at Taggart Stadium.
Maybe 5 yards max.
4-yard pickup, though, on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 11-yard line. Defending champion, Union Scotties. They're the 5 seed in the tournament, but they're trailing all-seeded Burgettstown here. 23-15 your score. 3 on the play clock. Thomas gets the snap, rolling right. To Zach Schuckman.
Yeah, you got to. Thomas was rolling out to his right. He had looking back, looking to make a play, and found his receiver standing all alone. But time he was able to pivot his feet to make that throw, Schuckman was able to close that gap and jump in front and make that interception. And then he sees some green footage in front of him and try to bring it out. Maybe that's a good thing here with 1:43. This now time to challenge your defense, maybe to make another turnover and see if they can get the ball back here if you're the Scotties.
So the ball's at the 6-yard line. Union still has 1 timeout remaining. 1:43 left in the first half. They can't just officially kneel on it, does Burgettstown, but they run it up the middle with Kuzier out to the 10-yard line. And the Scotties not using that final timeout yet. 4-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah, you can see the workload that Kuzier has been for the Blue Devils here tonight and all season long. He is their man. They get it into his hands and he makes the decision. I don't think they're going to throw the ball at all here, so.
Nah, at this point, too, with Union only able to stop the clock once.
I was going to say, yeah.
They can just take a knee a couple of times. It's not a guaranteed thing. After this play, we'll see if Union will elect to use that timeout. Handoff up the middle for Rudy. Rudy Brown out past the 10 to the 12-yard line, and there is the timeout called from Coach Nee with 57 seconds remaining. A gain of 3. It's going to be about 4 to go.
Yeah. It's a good timeout there.
Again, coming up the half, while our LGKG halftime show coming your way. Here's something from Tweety Bird here. Give a shout out for our for Tweety Bird and our out-of-town scoreboard, the Newcastle Transit Authority Going Your Way scoreboard. Leading 28-0. We thought we had some craziness here. Tim, listen to this. Sounds like a personal foul with 2 possible players and a coach potentially getting ejected in that game.
Holy moly.
They apparently have gone to halftime 11 seconds early with the Mohawk and Burrell players being separated by security on the field.
Yeah.
We'll have to get.
We'll have to get video on that later.
Yes. Laurel update. They are down 30-0 to Clareton at halftime. 30-0. Now the winner of this one takes on the winner of either.
Obviously, try to bring them down early and see if they can get that play clock started.
Kuzier in the gun. Has Brown to his left. 2 receivers to the left as well here on 3rd and long. 3rd and 9 officially. Kruger, handoff. Brown up the middle, breaks some one tackle, and then stood up there by Cartwright. And the whistle blows at the 44-second mark. Play clock is running. It's got about a 4-second differential, Tim, between play clock and game clock.
Yeah, they'll run it all the way down. They can even take the penalty and then try to punt the ball away, or even maybe just run a play, because they'll be down close to 2 seconds. Really,
take the
I
out.
mean,
Yeah.
gutsy call, but I can see them doing that. Since they're out of timeouts, I would just take it all the way down and not even run a play.
Yeah, take a delay of game, snap it one time, have your quarterback roll out, and just throw it away, right?
Yeah. Well, they're going to go in a punt formation. We'll see if they
Nobody deep for the Scotties. They're going to go all out blitz trying to block it. High snap, and the block is blocked. It is blocked. It goes out of the back of the end zone. On the last play of the first half, the Scotties get a blocked punt for a safety. Jamel Mitchell on the block.
Oh, my. What a call by Coach D.
Are you kidding me?
That is a momentum changer as you get the 2 points added onto your scorecard. Yeah, they're trailing 23-17, but that just changes everything. Now, is there an untimed
No,
play? On the,
no, they're ushering Burgettstown back on the field.
I think there'll be an untimed free kick.
So that was something that was changed in the NFL when there used to be. So I don't know if you remember this, Tim,
Yes.
but there was where a team was up by like 5. They took an intentional safety where the players were holding each other for literally 20 seconds just to run the clock out because on a scoring play you don't have an untimed down. That was changed though in the NFL. I don't know if that has trickled down to the high school record. Let's see if I can get from Yeri.
Yeah. I mean, that's my only thought process is it might be an untimed down here for a free kick. And it looks like that'll be the case. Now, you have Mike Gunn, you have Braylon Thomas back there. If you have any type of a trick play, this is the time to use it. If you want to do a reverse, you want to do some type of a razzle-dazzle, a Stanford play, I would definitely think, pull it all out right now.
So confirm that there is no untimed down on a scoring play. They are saying that they are putting time back on the clock. There was about 1 second remaining when the ball went out of the back of the end zone. So
that would make the difference.
So now you're right. Now you do have a Cal Stanford play.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, you got both Gunn and Thomas back there. Man, I would just pull out all the stops here.
Yeah. So they've not put any time on the clock officially. They didn't signal for it. I guess they're saying that, hey, this is the final play no matter what.
They'll just do it from the field.
So Colton County literally has the ball flat on the ground. He's just going to roll it forward, and it's going to be kneeled on by Thompson at the 35-yard line, and that's how the half, I believe, is going to come to an end. A wacky, wild one here at Taggart Stadium, but Burgettstown will take a 23-17 lead into the locker room. Maybe Union's offense is on the field.
Well, they're saying there's no time off the clock because all he did is went down to a knee. So there'd be no time off the clock.
Well, and that's where the issue was set up because they never put the second on the clock that they were supposed to be. It's not that it was an untimed down, and the Burgettstown team is understandably very frustrated.
Yeah.
This is completely on the officials not putting a second on the clock.
Not letting the field know what's going on, especially all the fans here at Taggart Stadium. They don't know what's going on. They're thinking they're getting these plays, not ace.
Yeah.
They're saying that no time basically or less than a half a second came on when he went down and fielded it because he was on the ground.
So now for the second time, the Burgettstown team has to make their way back out of the locker room.
Well, here's you go. Basically, you figure one play to the end zone here. Try to get a jump ball to Mike Gunn or
Dane Jonke especially. Yeah.
Or even Blakely. Put them all in the corner and see what happens.
Thomas definitely has the arm for it. And again, they still have 0 seconds on the clock, which is why this is so confusing for the Blue Devil fans. They should say 1 second on the clock.
Right.
From the 35-yard line, Thomas drops back, trying to buy time, let everybody get down there. Now he steps up, fires it for the end zone. It's a bit of a lame duck wobbling, and it's going to be battled in the air and knocked down at the 5-yard line. And now I think officially, finally, the teams can be going off to the locker room. Schrockman able to knock it away.
And the official just signaled that it is out of time. So, wow. got to remember that the official clock is really on the field, not on the scoreboard.
Absolutely, but it does make it very confusing for everybody here
absolutely.
in the stands. Nonetheless, we can say it officially now. It is halftime here at Taggart Stadium. 23-17, Burgettstown leading the Union Scotties. We're going to step aside our LGKG halftime show when we return here at lcsportsnet.com.
You are now tuned into the Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George halftime show on the Lawrence County SportsNet, featuring performances by your marching bands and recapping the action from the first half of the game. Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PenOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
On the block. Kicks off the boys on stage that was defined by group like in 98 degrees and of course the backers boys. The boys played for international fame with their debut album in 1996. And a year later, announced to the world that they were back. And here she stays with Back to Back.
Yeah, they haven't had a band in forever.
and capture the spirit of our parents' journey throughout this historic season as we close our first night with the 2011 Kelly Clarkson First Topping Hit Single, What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger. Ladies and gentlemen, the Burgettstown Marching Blue Devils. The Marching Blue Devils are under the direction of Al Kandini. We would also like to thank Government instructor Pauline Industries and Canadian Industries, along with drumline instructors Kate Hunsinger and Ryan Cunningham. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the game.
They're going to be in
You can do anything you want, but lay off is my least resolution.
You've been watching the Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly and George Halftime Show, presented by the law firm of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly and George, serving the Newcastle area for 90 years. Be sure to stay tuned to the Lawrence County SportsNet for third quarter action coming up after this message from our sponsors.
Congratulations to our October LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor the Mohawk Girls Cross Country Team as October's LCAP Team of the Month. The seniors went 45-0 in their career, capped off with their second WPIAL championship. Congratulations to Coach Dave Bradle and the Wpial champion Mohawk Girls Cross Country Team, our October LCAP Team of the Month. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet, but more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Hey Scotty fans, it's Mrs. Ryan
and Miss Felina here on behalf of the Union Area Education Association.
And we want to wish all of our Scotties good luck this season. Go Scotties!
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
You've been watching the Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly and George Halftime Show, presented by the law firm of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly and George, serving the Newcastle area for 90 years. Be sure to stay tuned to the Lawrence County SportsNet for third quarter action coming up after this message from our sponsors.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Mine's wobbly. 3-17 is your halftime score here at Taggart Stadium. Union, the 5 seed, trailing the Burgettstown Blue Devils by that 6-point margin, 23-17. Real quick, couple other county scores. Laurel trailing Clairton at the half, 30-0. Mohawk leading Burl at the half, 28-0. And Elwood City trailing Washington by a score of 28-0. So a lot of goose eggs at the other games around the county, but not here. A lot of points being scored.
We got all the points here.
Yeah, three touchdowns for Burgettstown, 2 touchdowns for Union, and a safety at the end of the first half in what was a ridiculously crazy sequence. Just to break it down again, Tim, 4th down, there's about a 3-second differential between play clock and game clock. Burgettstown elected to snap it in their own end zone. The punt was blocked by Jamel Mitchell, went out of the end zone. The scoreboard read 0s, but apparently, well, essentially it was an untimed down because they never signaled to put time back on the clock, but we thought there should have been 1 second. They kicked it off after getting Burgettstown out of the locker room. They kicked it off. Union literally just fell on it like diving on a grenade. Team goes to the locker room again. They're ushered back out because there's still time on the clock, apparently, for 1 more play. Burgettstown fans thinks that Union got 2 extra plays, and you can't really disagree with that statement. Here we go, though, 23-17 to start the second half. Tim, just real quick, the changes that need to have been made in the locker room for both of these teams to be victorious here today.
You know, going into halftime, the Burgettstown coaching staff had to take full advantage of what happened. You know, obviously they made the mistake of trying to punt the ball away, and it cost them an extra 2 points. But the 2 extra plays at the end, or 2 ending plays at the end of the quarter, really is something they can use as motivation. Now, if you're Coach Nee, you got to come out and really expect your special team here to make a good play, get them deep, get them back inside the 25 or down to the 20-yard line type scenario, if possible, and make them have a long distance. Get your defense an opportunity to get on the field and earn something they haven't done here, a 3-and-out, and get your offense back on the field, because you should feel momentum after getting that block kick into the halftime.
Burgettstown will get the ball first to start the second half. Braylon Thomas kicking it off, going left to right as you listen here at LCSportsNet.com. It deflects off of an up man, and it's going to be dove on at the 35-yard line by Burgettstown, literally kicked the front line.
I don't know if that was intentional, but I love that if it was. You pick a player and you kick it hard right at him. You never know where the ball's going to bounce. It glanced off his shoulder and went backwards, but you never know where it may bounce forward right towards one of your players. So if that was designed, I love that thought process there by Coach Nee.
Tweety Bird, listen to these stats. Burgettstown ran 35 plays, Union just 19. 198 yards of offense for Burgettstown, 137 for the Scotties. Burgettstown possession, a huge run up the right side, and he's off to the races. Brown getting a chase from behind at the last second, reaching for the pylon. He won't make it. It looked like he almost cramped up at the 30-yard line and hobbled his way towards the end zone, couldn't quite make it.
I don't even think that was the case as much as he kept looking backwards. If he just put his head down and ran hard, I think he gets to the end zone. He kept trying to figure out where the defense was. Now, he might have been injured as Gunn was able to run him down and make the tackle inside the 1-yard line. But a huge play there for Burgettstown as they got all the way down inside the 1 there by Brown. He just, once he got into open territory, it was just him in the goal line. The only reason they caught him is he kept looking backwards to find out where Gunn was at. If he just had his eyes on the goal line, I honestly think he would have got there.
He had 61 yards in the first half. That's a 64-yard scamper down to the 1-yard line, but he will hobble off the field under his own power. I expect that we'll see Rudy Brown back in there. Big player both on offense and defense, though, for this Burgettstown team. First and goal. Blue Devils leading by 6. First drive of the second half.
They're going to need some blue magic here for Union. See if they can come up with another turnover like they did one other time. They were in the red zone.
And this is the 4th trip of the day in the red zone. And a quarterback sneak, and Kruger's going to punch it in there. Ball's on the ground. Union has the football. Union is holding the football, but touchdown is the signal.
And once he crosses the goal line, the play is over. And I think that's what they're saying is the ball came loose, but it wasn't until after he crossed the goal line. And there's the touchdown. But a big opportunity here for Burgettstown to take full advantage coming out at halftime after that kind of a craziness that we've seen at the end of the half with the block punt and the plays to end the first half. They come right out and score to take a big commanding lead here.
Snap back for Colton County. His kick is up, and it's just inside the right upright. 30-17, Burgettstown leading over Union. Back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet and NFHS Sports Network.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
BMF Tax and Financial provides businesses and individual tax prep, advising, and consulting. With over 10 years of experience, BMF Tax provides you with big firm expertise with small firm service.
I'm Brandon Fisher, owner of BMF Tax and Financial. Together, we will help you get a better understanding of your taxes and build a relationship along the way. At BMF Tax, I want to take the stress away from taxes and allow you to focus on what you do best.
Call or visit bmftax.com to set up a free consultation. BMF Tax and Financial. Taxes made simple, life made easy.
Kickoff's going to be taken by Andrew Cartwright at the 29-yard line for Union, out past the 40 to the 41-yard line. That's where the Scotties will take over 1st and 10, but facing their biggest deficit of the evening, trailing the 12-seeded Burgettstown Blue Devils 30-17, Tim.
Yeah, it's answer time now. They really, all that momentum you got from that block punt in the end zone, that guy, the safety, went away when they were able to get that 65-yard run there by Brown and capped it off with the touchdown by Kozer. It makes a big difference here. Now it's up to Braylon Thomas in the offense to answer.
Third rushing touchdown of the evening for Kozer. Thomas trying to answer, rolling out to his left, throw back across his body, a little bit low and incomplete. Trying to make the sliding catch was Mike Gunn. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 41-yard line.
Well, you got the athletes that Union has. You just got to get them in spaces and see if they can do something. We've seen them do that all game. Matter of fact, as you mentioned earlier, they only had like 13 plays at one point from the line of scrimmage, and they were putting up points. So they can do it at any time. One of their drives is less than a minute 30. So
2nd down and 10, 2 running backs in the backfield. Now they're both going to go to the right in the slot, 4 receivers right. That's where Thomas is going to run. He's got a convoy of blockers in front of him, cuts back up the middle, and he is stuffed. Baxton's off another tackle, still going to the 45, fighting forward to the 48-yard line. He was stuffed once, twice, and somehow got out of the holds of Teddy Gray and picks up 7 yards.
Yeah, he was a football pinball machine there as he was bouncing off the Blue Devils like a flipper and just taking his advantage of it, getting extra yardage as he did it. Picked up 7 on the play.
Well, it's been the Braylon Thomas show tonight. First 1,000 player in Lawrence County history, 1,000 yards passing and rushing. He's got all yards from scrimmage, 78 rushing, 66 passing. He's going to pass on 3rd and 3, steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, caught for a 1st down. Andrew Gettings catches it at the 38-yard line to move the chains.
Yeah, nice curl pattern there by Gettings as he cut in front of the defender, coming back to that ball, getting that reception.
That is the first 3rd down conversion of the game for the Scotties. Right back to it, no huddle, caught at the 30-yard line. Bringing a tackle is Blakely to the 20, getting screened down the sideline. Basically trying to box out was Dane Jonke, and able to get down inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line was Blakely. That's a gain of 24 yards.
Yeah, perfect pass in stride to Blakely, and he just took it right down the Burgettstown sidelines and took it inside the 5 for another red zone opportunity.
Running left, cutting up the middle, and walking in for the touchdown is Braylon. 3rd touchdown run of the game as these 2 quarterbacks duking it out. Score now 30-23 with the extra point pending.
All right, and that red zone was brought to you by the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock. Barrick Sales can help you raise money for your organization. Fill out the form at the Red Zone. We'll do the rest. Visit them online at theredzonesports.com and see how your group can score big at the Red Zone.
4-yard touchdown run, snap back kick for Lucas Stanley, splits the uprights. 30-24, 10-10 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's lights out football here at Taggart Stadium. It's lcsportsnet.com and NFHS Sports Network.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to West Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle.
Apologies to Castle Asphalt. We'll get to them in a moment.
Tired of gasoline costs?
The front man on this low line drive kick, taken at the 20-yard line by Burgettstown to the 30, out towards the 32-yard line where ball carrier is going to be held up there. 10 minutes remaining in the third quarter, 30-24. Burgettstown with the lead, scoring back and forth literally the entire game. Burgettstown with back-to-back touchdowns midway, or late, I should say, in the first half. Other than that, it's been Union Burgettstown the entire game, Tim.
Yeah, and that we'll call as a marketplace update, and it's Joseph's Marketplace, Newcastle's favorite family-owned restaurant, or excuse me, family-owned grocery and coffee shop. Specials daily at the new cafe and bakery. Follow them on Facebook for more to see what's cooking.
So Cougier's got 3 rushing, 1 passing touchdown from the quarterback position. He looks to throw one-on-one down the far sideline, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be knocked away. Jonky going up against Schrockman. That was advantage Schrockman for a touchdown in the first half. This time Jonky stays with him.
Yeah, Jonky made a nice position. Looking back at the ball, finding exactly where it was coming down, jumping and knocking that ball away. He really had great positioning there on Schrockman. And now that this is going to be important here. This is a really important series in this ball game. I know there's 10 minutes left in the third quarter, but this defense needs some excitement, and would love to get a 3-and-out here.
They had a 3-and-out on the first possession of the game. Zone read and the keeper for Cougar. He rights forward across the 35 out to the 37-yard line for a gain of 4 or 5 yards. Make this a manageable 3rd down and 5. That was carry number 21 for the quarterback. 21 carries for 88 yards. So he's got 88. Rudy Brown's got 125. Cougar also with 55 passing yards. That's the extent of the Burgettstown offense.
Yeah. Well, again, you keep doing something over and over again until the defense makes an adjustment and stops it. And that's where the Scotties are at. They have to find a way to stop the quarterback in Cougar.
Big 3rd down here. 3rd down, call it 6. Cougar, speed option to the left. Pitches it to Brown. He's going nowhere. Bowen able to bring him down. Gain of only 3 yards, maybe 4. It's going to be 4th down and 2. And maybe decision time here for Coach Druga. It's going to be 4th and 2 from your own 41.
Mitchell got great penetration there for the Scotties. Kind of blew up that play, caused the pitch, but he has been hobbling going back to the defensive line. So let's see if they notice that here on Burgess' side and go to the left side where he's at and maybe try to attack that possible weakness.
Well, Burgettstown apparently thinks they got to score on every possession to maintain this lead. They lead by 6, but it's 4th and 2, and they're going for it on their own 41-yard line. Trips to the right. Cougar, speed option to the left. He cuts it up the middle. He's got the 1st down. Breaks away from the tackle. He's still going past midfield. Out to the 40. Still dragging a convoy of tacklers and dragged down to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, just refuses to go down. You got to give him a lot of credit. Once he got a little seam, he just got into the defensive backfield and just continued to plow forward. And that is a huge 1st down here for the Blue Devils.
Needed 2. He got 27. He's got 140 yards. So both he and the century mark. And that is a clutch Castle conversion on 4th down. They're 2 for 2 on 4th downs now, Tim.
Yeah, big play. Now again, as his defense has to suck it up and make some plays like they did on the 1st and 2nd down.
Shotgun handoff, Brown up the middle. Jamel Mitchell says enough is enough. Drags him down for a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, Mitchell's been really impressive on that defensive line here tonight. Not only is he getting penetration, but he's been hobbling the last 4 or 5 plays. And he's still finding ways to get to the players and make the tackle. So they're going to have to continue here. We're about halfway through this 3rd quarter. You don't want to give up another score and get down double digits again.
And a gutsy call from Coach Druga to go for it on that 4th down. Mark that down as a potential Melee Chiropractic play of the game. Under center, hand up on the counter. Brown fighting forward. Hanging on again by the ankles is Mitchell, and still fighting forward out to the 30-yard line. Gain of 3. That could have been a lot more, though, if Mitchell wasn't able to hang on.
I was going to say Mitchell's just playing lights out what he's doing on the defensive line here tonight, making sure no matter what, he was not going to let go once he had grab. If they had to drag him all the way to the end zone, they're going to drag him that far because he wasn't going to let go.
Well, one of your works in progress paint services keys to the game was breaking tackles for Burgettstown. These are tough runners to bring down, whether it is Rudy Brown, the running back, or Brody Kozier, the quarterback.
It's really a great combination between the two.
Now Brown is in the slot to the right. One of a 3 receiver set. That's where Kozier is going to scramble to the right. He's hit as he tries to throw. That's going to be a fumble. It's going to be recovered by the Scotties at the 30-yard line. He was hit as he threw the football. Burgettstown sideline trying to say it was a forward pass, but he was hit before the arm was coming forward. It's going to be a Medora Bonner Law change in possession. The Scotties get another huge turnover in their own territory.
What a great defensive play. They needed that as Kozier turned upfield. He was looking to make a quick throw, and he got hit from behind, and they hit the ball, knocking it loose. So a big play there. And here comes the Scotties offense.
So a 6:29 remaining. Union back on the field. A chance maybe that they can take the lead for the first time since they led 7-0. Rolling left and design run the whole way with 4 receivers to block in front of him is Thomas. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, fights forward, maybe a gain of 1. That's it.
Veterans Day's breakfast is next Saturday, the 11th. Free to all veterans and active duty military and their spouses. Doors opens at 6:30 a.m. Meals blessings at 7. The breakfast is served. And Honor Guards will play a tribute as well. That, of course, is at the Italian Lodge, 1171.
Yeah, thanks to the Sons of Italy. Because of them, we can offer this broadcast free of charge for audio stream. We hope you're enjoying. If you're watching on the NFHS Sports Network, all the Wpial playoff games available only on NFHS. 2nd down and 9. Thomas drops back, has a man streaking up and down the far sideline. Junkie catches it at the 30. He's gone. 68 yards. Thomas to Junkie. They finally got the deep ball, and we're tied at 30.
Oh, what an impressive arm there. We've seen him lay it out earlier, a little too far for Mike Gunn. This time, he hits Junkie in stride around the 20-yard line, and then it was just a sprint from that point on into the end zone. And we are tied at 30 with a point conversion to give the Scotties the lead here with 5:37 still to play here in the third quarter.
Well, there's another Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game nominee because they have not been able to get it to Junkie all night. That's his first catch of the night, his 13th touchdown of the year, and we remain tied at 30 as the extra point is wide to the left. 5:37 remaining in the third, folks. Don't go anywhere. We got a dandy at Taggart Stadium at lcsportsnet.com.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school. What should we do?
We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
All right, so who had the bet of over 59.5 points? That's what we got. 60 points on the board here between Burgettstown and Union. This ball is going to be taken and out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Oh, my goodness. It bounced off of Schrockman deep, bounced to his side, and when he corralled it before it went out of bounds, couldn't keep his feet in bounds. So it is going to be Burgettstown ball at their own 5.
Talk about a change of events here quickly for Union. They got to take full advantage of this. Last time they had them deep in their territory, they were able to hold them right there and force the punt that was blocked right before the end of the first half. So here it comes again. Let's see what the Scotties defense can come up here against this very talented Blue Devils offense.
In the shadow of their own goalpost, Kruger, high snap, is going to go fake on the handoff. Keeper on the near side, breaks away from one tackle, breaks away from another. He gets out to the 12-yard line, but there's a flag on the play because one of the linemen had a fistful of jersey from Jordan Kelly.
Yeah, that was quite obvious there what was going to be called there. So they'll come back. It'll be half the distance to the goal, but it'll be back at the 2.5-yard line.
So they'll mark it from the 7. So it officially goes down the old Shazi rule. It's a 2-yard run and then a half the distance penalty. Back.
No, go back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, so they did mark it at the original line. So never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah.
Scratch that last.
That was normal. That was procedures in